Absolutely. Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you all for showing up to be interviewed on this evening. Thank you for every time that you have shown up. It was a road for us to get here, but we are here. And so I'll get right into my question. My colleague in the 5th Ward talked about transparency and accountability. We've heard, even from this panel tonight, discussions about fraud and corruption. And so I just want to ask everyone on the panel, have you ever pled guilty to, been accused of, took a plea for? Can you hear me, Mr. Dumas? Have you ever, okay, just want to make sure. Have you ever pled guilty, took a plea for, been accused of, been in the headlines of, for any fraud, stealing, or anything of that nature? And if so, did you take a plea for that fraud, for that stealing? And if so, was there restitution, and have you paid it? I believe I'm starting with you, Mr. Jones.
No.
Thank you. Mr. Dumas, I can ask the question again if you didn't hear me, because I know it was rather lengthy, but it was just basically because we're talking about transparency and accountability. There's been a lot of talk about frauds and people being crooked. Have you ever been accused of, pled guilty of, had a headline of you doing any type of fraud or stealing against any type of governmental entity or period? And if so, did you plead guilty to that, or if so, is there a restitution, and have you paid it?
No.
Thank you. Mr. Nelson, I can repeat that question for you if you need me to. Okay.
Thank you, Councilwoman, for the question. And I can say,
I don't know if your mic is on.
okay, now. And I can say, yes. Oh, yes. I've been falsely accused, went to the courthouse, and the judge threw it out. It's something about good records. And when you keep good documentation, you don't have to worry. And there was no plea deals or anything out there. He just said bye-bye. The best records he had ever seen. And so, yes, I know about that when you're falsely accused. And the thing I can say proudly is that's all it was, is someone in some group that was angry because I wouldn't bend the way they wanted me to bend. But at the end of the day, it is so true that the Lord shall fight your battle.
Absolutely. So you've never taken a plea and you do not owe any restitution?
No.
Thank you. Ms. Biggs-Leavy, is now your turn. I can repeat that question if you'd like. All right. Have you ever been accused of, been in the headline for taking a plea for any type of fraud in any way, shape, or form? If so, did you plead to said fraud? And do you currently owe any restitution?
Yes, I have made I have made news in the past, but that's what it is in the past.
So the rest of my question was, and Mr. Nelson did answer, the rest of my question was, did you plead guilty to any type of fraud, and do you owe restitution for any type of
I
fraud?
don't know any restitution for it.
You do not owe any restitution. Did you plead guilty for fraud?
I'd rather not answer that question.
Thank you.